In this video, we're going to be looking at this super trend indicator, and guys, you won't want to miss this because I'm not giving you no fluff, no BS. We're going to be back testing the full strategy more than 100 times, and I'm even going to give you live trading results. So if that sounds something interesting to you, without further ado, let's get straight to it. Hey guys, I hope you're all going extremely well. My name's David and welcome to my show on Crypto Banter. Once a week, I'm going to be back testing trading strategies so you no longer have to rely on other people's signals and you'll be able to see whether or not a trading strategy is profitable. Today, we're going to be looking at a super trend indicator, which also involves a non-lagging indicator called the MACD zero lag. So if that sounds good, let's get straight over to my computer. Let's have a look at the indicators involved and then I will back test it more than 100 times. Okay, so here I am on TradingView. I am actually on the 45-minute on BTC USDT on a 2-bit chart. So first of all, I'm going to go over to our indicators. We're going to add the indicators to the chart, and this is going to create our trading strategy. First of all, we're going to click up indicators up here and we're going to search for a super trend. The super trend is going to be the base of the actual indicators. The super trend is going to give us our trigger. So we're going to click here and this is super trend by Everget. We're going to click that. We're going to add it to our chart. So as you can see, the super trend is a very powerful indicator. It gives us our buy sell signals here and generally is very good. The only problem is that when we're in choppy markets like here, we tend to get chopped in and out and don't make too much of profit. That's why we're going to add a couple more indicators to try and confirm in which direction the market is going to make sure that we don't take all of these bad trades just here. So first of all, we go up to the cog and I'm going to change a couple of the inputs. We're going to set the ATR period to 33 and leave the multiplier to 3. That will just give us a little bit more wiggle room and give us better entries. Okay, next we're going to go over to the indicators and we're going to search for our baseline, our trend direction indicator called the FVMA. It's this indicator here called 𝗙𝗚 by 𝗙𝗚. We're going to be using this one here. We're going to click on this and add it to our charts as well. Now this one here is our trend direction indicator. When price is above it, we're looking for longs, and when price is below, we're actually looking for shorts. We're going to leave it as default settings as the FVMA by itself is pretty good at detecting trend directions. Right, next, the final indicator that we're going to be adding for our confirmations, that is going to be the zero lag MACD. This one's by DaviddTechs, and you'll be able to find it on the DaviddTechs website by going to davidtech.com and just going up to the top and clicking on free indicators. You can get access to all of my indicators absolutely for free. The zero lag MACD has one single difference to the normal MACD, and that is this big thick red line here. It is a little bit faster than the actual MACD and helps to try and predict a trend direction movement. So what we're looking for is when the red line is below the zero line, we're allowed to take shorts, and when it is above the zero line, we're allowed to take longs. So that is the plan, and if you stay till the end, I will also share another indicator that will help you to make this even better. So let's go and have a look at some of the entries. First things first, we're going to look to be above the FVMA like this just here. We're looking for a green signal from the super trend, and then we'd expect our zero lag to be above the zero line, which it is all the way over here. So we're going to enter as we cross over the FVMA just here. We're then going to set our stop losses to the ATR bands. The ATR bands are absolutely brilliant for setting our stop loss. It allows us to adapt our stop loss to current markets instead of trying to get in as a percentage. I'm going to set the multiplier to 3. Then I'm going to set my stop loss to that ATR bands, which is very similar to the super trends. We will then set our take profits to 1.5 so to have a 1.5 to 1 risk to reward. Boom! And as you can see, that was an absolutely perfectly cherry-picked trade. So it also works as very well on shorts. As you can see here, we would have got in around this candle here. Set our stop loss to the actual ATR bands and look for a risk to reward of 1.5 as well. And boom, another winner. Right, okay, that is the strategy, but I did say that I had another way of making it even better, and that is to add a volatility indicator. Volatility or volume indicators allows us to make sure that we don't get in the market a bit too early or when markets are actually moving sideways. You don't want to be chopped in and out of trades. That's just going to cost you a load of money and probably destroy your edge in the long term. So my favorite indicator for volatility is the ADX MA. Is this one here. We're just going to add it to the chart, and what it does is it tells you that there's enough volatility and movement in the market and doesn't allow you to get in when things are going a bit too sideways, just like this. So the red line has to be above the blue line, and that's it. Whether it's longs or shorts, red above blue, and that will help you to squeeze even more money out the market. Now, of course, guys, I'm not going to be trading this manually. I use bots and algorithms that are all available on my website, DaviddTech.com, for free. You can go in and just click and sign up for one of our partnered exchanges, and you'll get access to all of my best bots absolutely for free. Right, I'm going to go away and backtest this as far as I possibly can. I've also got loads of live trading results because I am very lucky. I have been trading this strategy for over a year, so you'll be able to see the backtesting and live trading results. Guys, before I go any further, I'd love to give a big shout out to Toobit. Thank you very much for supporting this video. Toobit have a absolutely amazing offer on. If you create an account using the link down below and deposit 100 USDT, they'll give you $50 to actually trade with. Bonuses go all the way up to 6,000 USDT, which means that you get free money to actually trade with to test the DaviddTech bots and strategies. Not only that, the Banter team have actually been negotiating with all of the exchanges to reduce their fees, which is a huge edge on the market, and as an algo trader myself, I think it's one of the most important things you can have. Thanks again to Toobit. Let's get over to those backtesting results. Okay, here we are back on TradingView, and here are the backtesting results on BTC USDT on the 30-minute time frame. As you can see, the equity curve looks pretty amazing. We have 1,700% profit and a max drawdown of 22%. We have 311 closed trades. I managed to go back all the way back to March 2020 on the backtesting results, and that gave us a 52% win rate. We have a profit factor of 1.5, and let's have a look at the buy and hold. If you were bought Bitcoin all the way back here, you would actually been up around this area here if you're holding Bitcoin, but ever since, this strategy has actually beaten the buy and hold of Bitcoin, which is absolutely amazing. And as I always say, there's no point in trading a trading strategy if you can't beat the buy and hold. You might as well just hold the underlying asset. So you have to beat a couple of things like the max drawdown and also the actual buy and hold situation to ever actually want to trade a strategy. Right, let's have a look also on the live trading. As I said, we actually have some live trading results here. This was actually back tested all the way to the 223rd trade, which was April 2024, and as you can see, the backtesting results look absolutely amazing. And then we put it into live trading. We did have a big dip at the beginning, but ever since, it has recovered and has done very, very well. In live trading, we're probably up around 400 to 500%, so looking pretty amazing. Now, I've also backtested and live tested on multiple coins. Let's go over to multiple coins. These settings were sent to us by the wonderful members of the DaviddTech community. So we do have a setup on VET-USDT. Not really that many trades, only 124 chose trades, but it did have a 70% win rate. Return was 638% and a profit factor of 2. As you can see, the equity curve in backtesting looked great, but the live trading looked even better. If I go over next, we have Ethereum. Ethereum had a 57% win rate and a max drawdown of 16%. Live trading and backtesting both look very, very similar, and they both look absolutely amazing. So I'm going to continue moving on. We also backtested on multiple time frames on ETH, on the 1 hour and other time frames. On this time frame, we had a 59% win rate, 2,194% net returns, and only a 15% max drawdown. As you can see, the equity curve looks amazing as well. Finally, on Sol USDT, we did have a much lower win rate of 30%. The max drawdown was only 20%. We had 268 closed trades. The equity curve on Sol does look a lot more wishy-washy, but is still going up and potentially could be something that we could improve and make better. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that one. The Super FVMA MA you'll be able to find on the actual DaviddTech website with all the backtesting results. If you want to copy these settings and this strategy, you can go over to the DaviddTech website and literally click on this copy bot button here, and you'll be able to copy it over to your exchange in a couple of simple steps. It's all free. You can go over. There's a couple of paid packages. I also have a course with Crypto Banter and the Crypto Banter School, so I look forward to seeing you there. You'll be able to find links down in the description down below. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you again next week. Take care, keep safe, trade like a boss, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Come on, David.
Oops, I almost forgot. There is a video that's going to pop up over here where I'll show you how to easily connect all of the DaviddTech strategies over to your exchange, and not only that, I'll go through things to help you make you a more profitable trader. Hope to see you there. See you next week, guys. Goodbye.
Come on, David. And once again, he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. RSI and MACD.